Yo, yo, welcome to my first sketchbook tour. Here we go. I got sketchbook number 7? No, probably not 7. Probably more like 5 or 6. It's from 2022. You know, everybody look at all the different stickers. Most of the stickers on my sketchbook are mine because of my huge ego. But there's a couple in there. That one's not mine. I think that's it. Yeah, so let's take a look. Got more stickers. This one was a clear sticker with a lot of like black. It was like clear with black writing on it. Did not think it through. Working on a black sketchbook. Unfortunate. This is from my lovely girlfriend. This is how she thought I should mark that it's my sketchbook. Got this guy on page 1. I forget what I called him. I post most of all this stuff on my Instagram, I think. Just about everything. This guy seems like a freaky swamp guy. I feel like when you go out like alone to the swamp, this is like your worst nightmare. Is this guy popping out? Yeah, I like the little reflection on the water. It's not too bad. Too bad. I like this drawing a lot. I like feel like I could do it better, but I don't know that I'm ever gonna redraw it. Cause I'm not gonna lie, these fish kind of balling out of control. I like this drawing. This is like I don't know, I guess a character I was trying to work out. I like the one eye, gold tooth. I don't know, red skull, yellow eyes. Seems like he's got to be cool, right? That really worked out though. This one was referenced from a picture by I think it's Terrence Malakele on Instagram. It was just a picture of him wearing all black. When I decided to silhouette him out, thought it made him look interesting. Really proud of these stairs. Stairs are kind of grimy. It's probably my favorite part of that drawing. This one was never finished. I like it. I like it. I don't know what kind of like lighter this is supposed to be, but I think the colors are cool. I should probably redo this one. Maybe I'll do a big painting. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like this drawing. I think it's tough doing full pages like this with alcohol markers, which is usually what I use. Cause like I don't know, it looks streaky to me. Like I can see where all the strokes are on it. Just kind of tough. Before I used to wish it was all black. Now I kind of fuck with it. I like notice like this stuff right here, like on the outside of him, is something that like I wouldn't do now because I feel like I'm planning ahead when I'm using the markers more so now. But I like the idea. I like it. He could be a painting too. He's pretty simple. Love this drawing. Never thought I would ever draw camo in my life. Just partially because it's not interesting, and partially because I'm not a camo guy at all. Just not me. But he ended up turning into a sticker. I don't think he's on here, but I have a sticker made out of him. I like the colors. I think it's really simple. I think him being orange, great call. Yellow on the like little hat cap thing, great call. It's a little sketch page, never really turned into anything. This guy, I can't tell if he's like old or young. I don't know. Something's going on with his face. But he's got a sword, he's got Wu-Tang colors. I fuck with him. This is a great drawing. I might end up making some, I don't know, like maybe like postcard prints or something. Shit is really good. I love this drawing. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, it's just very like, I really like drawing the back of people's heads, which doesn't always lend itself to be like an interesting drawing because I think like this angle here, like I did a lot of work to shade it and make sure the muscles and like you can tell this is like a back. But I think the most interesting part of people is like face and hands, and so it's kind of tough drawing things without those. I feel like it can be difficult to like make the image still interesting or like feel a certain way. Really like this one. A lot of work on black hair texture. I definitely did not have the hang of it here, but I was very proud of it when I got it done. Love these little eye designs. Draw that on everything. Stick around. I'm sure you'll see more. Oh, we got an empty one? No way. Huh. This turned into a painting. A painting that I don't love, but I do like this idea of like him taking like a pearl of knowledge or like an idea or something. Floating out of your head. Happens to me all the time. At least feels like it. This ended up being the cover for my coloring book. Just needed a paper to put it on. So here it is. This drawing came from my boy, Nate, Tiny Hippo. He let me look in his sketchbook. He had a guy with the smoke coming out of his eyes. I was like, dude, that's so fucking sick. I want to draw one. He was like, Noah, you can draw any of the stuff out of this book that you want. His looked a little different. His didn't have like the purple and the mountains and stuff. But definitely got the idea from him. I remember being very proud of the smoke. I don't know. It makes me think of like looks like a crab, like a hermit crab playing peekaboo. He's like, guess who it is? Over his eyes. It's always what I see. This was a drawing. I clearly was listening to the Black Thought album, Cheat Codes, because all the guys look like this, the black and white with the things over their eyes. Was not super happy with this one. That's all I really remember. I remember being very disappointed. But, I don't know, he's not so bad. This one, I don't know if you can tell I erased it. I really wanted to put like a wing, like an angel wing on that guy. Did not work out that way. I never draw heads that are this shape. Like flat on the back. You need more belly time as a baby, I guess. But it's like really like, I'm going to say like dopey, but not like a bad way, but like old school cartoon. Makes me think. But I kind of like that he's got the head that shape, but you can still see like a little bit of anatomy stuff going on. Pretty good. I like it. I like it. Same guy from back here. Same guy. Didn't give up on him yet. I picked his name as One Eye Jack because I know it's like a cards thing. He's got one eye. You got a big Hateful Eight vibes on this one. Look at that jacket. Look at the fuzz on the fur there. That's good shit. Is it like his big hat? Lettering, still working on it. Honestly, at the time, this was me punching way above like my weight class. Like having anything that looked like this. But it's kind of like smushed, you know what I mean? That's okay. And that'd be perfect. I like this one. You know? Simple, black, white, and gray. He's got a long-ass torso. But I like that he's not really worried about these people behind him. Doesn't really care. Love this idea. Love this idea. Don't know why I didn't color it in. But, like, look at that shit. It's very nice. I love the hand lilies. Really good. Look at that. Hands at different angles. Wow. So brave. So brave, Past Lior. This might be... Well, actually, there's one coming up that's actually my favorite. I was going to call this one my favorite in the sketchbook. I really like the color of him. I think it's very subtle. Lets the rest of the colors, like, really pop. Not what I would usually do. Blue eyes, also not what I would usually do. Yeah. Not too bad, though. I like it. I like it a lot. I really wish I could get these fans made somehow. I was talking to somebody else about how to print on fans. I know it wouldn't look like this, but still something I want to do someday. We'll see. We'll see. This one, I'm always on Instagram following all these like European tattoo artist guys who do these fucking ridiculous back tattoos. Like 4 skeletons doing a jig playing the accordion, and it's like 2 feet tall, the entire dude's back piece. I just wanted to get my own shot, and I really wanted it to be like a real tough guy, like prison, working out in the backyard kind of tattoo. So it says, I don't know how to pronounce this in Russian. But I know it translates to better off dead. Right? And the idea is that he dies down here, feeds the tree up here. Yeah, I like this one. I think this one's like really fucking clean. Like it did not have to be this good. I think it really works in black and white too. Didn't need any color. I like this idea, kind of. Oh, what's the movie? Neverending Story type vibes, a little bit. Really like this guy. I really wonder if this belly button is like accurate. I like definitely looked at one referencing it, but I'm not gonna check again. I just like that this guy. He's so like so smarmy. He's like, yeah, you can't get me out. I'm gonna live in this belly button the rest of my life. What you gonna do about it? Shout out to him, man. This one's kind of weird. I really felt like I had something going when I did it, but clearly not enough to color it in. Super clean lines, which I'm always a fan of. I mean, give me any version of drawing a big head with a big bald head. You know me, love it. Pretty good. This is off. I used to get these ads all the time on Instagram for these like masks like this that you wear. They weren't like decorated like this, but they had like the crazy ears, like horns, and like all crazy stuff. So I was like, who is the guy that like is waiting for one of these? I mean, I thought they were cool. I'm not trying to like shit on them, but it was so interesting. So I feel like this was my version. This was my take. And this is the guy who I think would wear this. Yeah, like his tattoos. This one I might get on me. It's a little flower guy. Got 1998, just because that's when I was born. Yeah, pretty good. I like the snake around the top, too. I don't know if I'd ever get that as a tattoo, but I feel like someone out there must. This drawing was supposed to be for like a story I had going on. There was a woman and she had like a magic eye. I really like fairy tales and like stories that feel like they're very old, you know, like classic tales. So I was trying to make my own. This drawing's super clean. I actually really like this. This is a brush pen on the hair to kind of cheat it. And then these are Posca paint pens. 2 different colors. I mean, I really like this drawing. I think this is rad. This is super sick. Yeah, I can't remember the full story, but here she is again. All I know is she had to give her eye to get this other eye. And the story was going to be about you had to get like a special needle to break the eye to break its magic. Something like that. Never came to be. This is like a combination of the 2 different people I drew forever. I call these guys like spirit guys, where their color is supposed to be like, you know, the whole vibe of them. The colors, I usually am thinking about like mood and tone when I'm doing the colors. And the blue guys always tend to be a little bit sad. I haven't done a purple spirit guy before though. This is the only one. So maybe he's the boss. I do like this, the like both of them, how they're kind of working together here, where like this could be like how he's feeling, you know, there's like the voice in his head type of thing. I think there's something there. Really good hands, kind of washed out here, but those hands are very good. Take my word for it. I hate this drawing, like hate it. I think it looks so goofy. Somebody else told me they liked it, so I, you know, didn't rip it out and throw it away, but I just wanted a butterfly with like a face on the wings. I thought would be very interesting. But in doing it, I was trying to find like simple shapes. Because like I feel like in nature this stuff doesn't, it's not going to be like a good face if it's on the back of a butterfly. It's supposed to be like a camouflage thing, like scare something off. I went for it. Not mad at the attempt. Don't love the drawing. I like this one a lot. This was off of, it was a clay sculpture of a head. Someone I followed on Instagram. it had these really harsh like shadows on like the way he took the picture of it, and I was like, that's sick. So I really like it. I like the white eyes. In my head, this is like a guy. This is like his last breath leaving his body. Sounds kind of dark, but that's what it looked like to me. So gotta follow it through. This dude's a party, man. Look at him. Wow. Call him Senor Citrus. This one was done without reference. This was just me trying to like throw something out there. It's not too bad. Not too bad. These hands are kind of weird, but he's having a party, man. He probably, if I would do it again, I'd want him to be a little bit happier. But I like this drawing a lot. It's like kiwi banana dude. He's red. She was a big step for, this was a big step for me. Trying to get these long skinny fingers done took forever. Getting her to look feminine took a very long time. But it was off of reference. This sleeve, it looks weird now, but I swear that like the clothes she had on, like this is exactly what it looked like. It was like a Mario tube sleeve. So I thought it was so interesting. I really like this one. Love me a pink person, man. Pink and purple. Not a combination I pull out very often. In this book, at least. This one. It's a little Lior. Trying something different. Thought I was going to use this as like a logo, like a little signee thing. Maybe on cards. He's cute. This turned into a wonderful painting. Check out the Instagram. Painting's on there. And the website. It's everywhere. It might be my favorite painting ever. I think this idea is sick. The pink butterflies. I think this is the first time I use butterflies like this. Like these really simplified butterflies. I think they can add like a lot of life to it, Yeah, I love this guy. I guess there's pink and purple again. I just said there wasn't going to be more, but how about that? This was a design used for some shoes. They should also be on Instagram and on the website. The eyes wrapping around the head, I was really fascinated by it, and I was like, I have to make this work. Gotta figure it out. Really minor face tattoos. If I did this one again, I would add lots more tattoos probably on his body. But I like the necklace as like an accessory. It's pretty good. This guy's sick. Sick. I forget what we called him. Called him like Barnaby or something. I love the shading on his face. This is such a cool portrait. This is so sick. I love getting these reference photos of black people with their hair like all crazy, like pushed to the maximum. Like, how do you even get your hair to like do this? I have no idea, but this guy did it. And I felt like that meant he deserved to be drawn. Worked out pretty good. There's a lot of like colors on his face. Like this is, for me now, this is a much less complicated process. I remember trying to figure out the shading on the skin tones forever. A mask redraw. I drew this in an old sketchbook. I like this one much better. I think the idea is cool. I don't know if I'll use them for anything, but I love this like turquoisey color for the mask. Use it all the time. All the time. Got really simple, like chunky hair coming through. Very nice. Simple 3-color shading here. 1, 2, 3 shades. Keep it simple. This one, it's another thing where like if alcohol markers get a little blotchy. I really like this idea. I think his clothes look super cool. The idea is great. The neck is probably my favorite part. This right here. It's a little blotchy on the face. I don't know if I'll ever do it again though, but it's a good drawing. The lips are also, those colors are perfect. I don't know how I managed that. I still struggle sometimes selecting right colors for lips. The sad blue spy, man. He just wants love. Just wants love. He's choking the shit out of that flower though, isn't he? I like it. Simple. Maybe I should do a sticker out of him. He looks pretty good. He could be a sticker. I really like this drawing. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. I like the shape of like the front of his face here. Especially that nose. That's a strong ass nose right there. This motherfucker was an emperor. You can tell. He was supposed to hold that thing up high. This is also an early entry for these rings around the necks, like the floating necklaces. Do that in a lot of stuff. I don't know if this was the first one, but this is a very early one. Very early. Early for the eye on the back of the head, too. I do a lot of that later on. I feel like this was supposed to turn out better. I remember thinking the idea was cool, sketch was cool, and as soon as I finished it, I was like, I'm done with this forever now. I don't even think I posted it. It's not bad though. It's not bad. What would be sick, turning this and like bringing it out, and making it like a wallpaper design. Or not wallpaper, but like a wrapping paper design. I don't know what event you'd use it for, but I think that'd be really cool. That's always what I'm thinking when I'm looking through this. I'm trying to think of like what I could smack this onto, you know, like a t-shirt or stickers or whatever. So it's for D&D rock, styled after my girlfriend's little brother, the homie. Another D&D sketch. This is my girlfriend's character, Daisy. Me trying to figure out what a female body looks like. It's a struggle. This is from, I can't think of the movie now. Paris, Texas. That's what it is. From Paris, Texas. Screenshot somebody posted on Instagram. I was like, this is me. I'm in. Dirty suit with the red hat. It's such a good look. Such a good look. I really like this drawing. I think it's pretty rad. I like the proportions of like his ears and eyes and stuff. It's like a little bit. It's not like realistic, but just a little exaggerated in the best ways, I think. I don't know about this one, man. I don't know. Some like esophagus, guts looking things over here. There's something there. I got lost in the sauce trying to find it, though. I'll tell you what, I went looking for it and I never came back. It's not bad, though. This one is probably my favorite drawing in the sketchbook. That shit is so cold. Look at the texture on the jacket. Come on now. Come on now. And it's a fly fit, too. Big orange puffer like that. I don't usually go too deep on like the clothes, like the fashion that I'm drawing, right? Like what the characters are wearing. But I do need this hat at some point in my life. So if y'all know how to make a hat like this, I would love to get those made. I think that's so sick. Get like embroidered on the side. It'd be so rad. This guy, I really like how like his body looks. You know what I mean? All of this looks great. His face I don't love. The helmet is sick. Again, I need this helmet. So if y'all know how to make a helmet like this, I want it. The little flower on top. Come on, are you shitting me? It's another one of those eyes. This is Lior in Hebrew. I think there's like way too many letters here though. I think I did it on purpose. Just like fill up space. Felt like there should be a tattoo on his arm. This one, this drawing, I pretty much like jacked this from, there's a Black Lightning story. It's like a DC book about characters that were like minorities, and it's like a retelling of their story through a different lens, right? Because like old comics weren't going to talk about how hard it was to be brown in America. But I like this drawing. This was supposed to be his mom, I think, or his wife or something. It was silhouetted out like this, and it reminded me of my grandma because she used to wear, I don't know, like the hair and the earring and the lipstick. I don't know, something about it. So I was like, I got to draw this. Pretty simple, but I like it. This one, I was trying to design it for a beer can. This is why it's like measured out differently. The idea I think is sick, but You don't want on a beer can design. You want your design like the focal point to be in the middle, because if it like wraps around, it looks a little funny. I still think it could have worked. Didn't get on the beer can though. It was like a contest. Didn't win. That's how it goes. I like the drawing though. This one also ended up turning into a painting. Probably my favorite painting I've ever done. I might have said that with the last one, but I think this one actually is. Very simple pens. You can see all the different ideas I had going here. None of that shit worked. Landed on a mask. I like these little like angry lines on it. Like these trees. Yeah, simple, but I think it's good. You know? I guess that's why I didn't color it. And I was like, this is done. Sometimes I'd be doing that in sketchbooks where I'm like, this shit is done. I'm not working on this anymore. I mean, there's nothing to say. It's fucking sick. I love this drawing. Turned into a sticker as well. Flower face. You know? This is, I think, heavily inspired by Felicia Chow. Very talented artist who loves these kinds of flowers. Usually I do like really cartoony flowers if I'm going to draw them at all, so this was just practice with like petals. Make it more interesting. Throw a face in the middle of it, you know? I like this guy. I feel like he has like a name. I don't know. He's got a name that I can't think of. I'd like to imagine that at this point, this is like an old picture, you know, while he was in college. He's since graduated, you know, moved to the suburbs with his wife and kids, living his best life. Wish him the best. Humphrey? It looks like a Humphrey. I could see it. Those hand. Look at that hand. Come on. You shitting me? It's a good hand. Very nice. This was me trying to go in on an idea. Hadn't done anything with like a story in mind in like this way. Because I know I had the one earlier of the girl getting her eye poked. But I was really going for it. For some like animated, not like Ghibli, but like something like that for sure. For sure. Look at how covered that page is, man. That's a lot of markers died to make this one. Love this skin tone. I also like his body. It's like kind of frumpy, but in the best way. Oh, I think this means we're getting towards the end. So hear me out. In my head, she is a Soviet robot black woman assassin. Don't know if there's any black people in the Soviet Union, ever were. But that is what she is, and I won't budge on it. I was trying to make her look shiny. Yep, I like the no nose on this. Usually I would do a nose, even if I'm not doing any eyes. This was a great call, Pass Leor. Great call. I'm gonna say it again. Love this drawing. I want to make like a t-shirt or a sticker or something out of him. It pops so well. The colors pop. But like, am I gonna pay all the extra money for all these screens? You know what I'm saying? We'll do something with him. I love this drawing. It always makes me think of like Danny Brown music. Yeah, love it. Especially his teeth. Pro tip. Do not draw the lines in between the teeth. Right here. See? Just little gum triangles. There's no lines to separate out the teeth. I think it looks way better that way. I like this drawing. It has... this pink I never use. I should use this some more. I like the simple coloring on the robe. Some warm shadows. I think to great use there. I would love to know the connection between why his head is off and why he has a full drink. Maybe he's got to pour this right in there, you know? You got to go straight to the source. You got to cut out the middleman of the face. In my head, this guy's also a priest of like a freaky cult. Yeah. I really like this drawing though. I know I said the other one's my favorite. This one holds a special place in my heart. This drawing, the idea came to me. I work at a school on my day job, and one of the kids there, who I spent a lot of time with, he was looking at some of my drawings, and he was like, you should do a guy with mushrooms coming out of his head instead of flowers. And I was like, dude, you're a genius. So, shout out Jaden. It's a great idea. Turn into a sticker. Would love to do a t-shirt on this, but I know that it's not always copacetic with all the shading to simplify the colors or something. Yeah, back half of the sketchbook is really picking up. This one was inspired by I-bombs, I-B-O-M-S, all with as an acronym. He's a very talented artist on Instagram. He like pumps shit out. So he had a hand holding the teapot that I thought was very interesting. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just see something like a small part of an image, or I'm like, damn, that hand is sick. You know, or it's like, wow, the way his arms are, we're super sick. I gotta save this for later. So I'd be doing that a lot. So that he had one where he drew basically this hand and teapot, and then I was like, what could he be pouring it into? What a glass head. Who might be awake, might know what's going on here. Okay. Part of making this red makes it seem like this is a pool of blood. Want it to be said. I didn't want it to be that morbid, but here we are. And it's coming out of his other ear. It's also what I was thinking. Which you'd think this guy would know before he starts pouring, but what a dope, huh? This one, this is the last one, right? I remember I wanted this one to be the last drawing. It was on Pinterest. Some dude drew something with a neck coming out like that, and I was like, that is so funky. But I wanted it to be like, for me, the last page of the sketchbook is like the most important page. I really, really work on that being like quality. I think this one is. I like the white outline over here. I was gonna say, don't ask me what it says. It says El Kana. My dad always used to joke he was gonna name me that. He says it means like God's might or something. So this, in theory, this is supposed to be like a self-portrait. Obviously it's not of me, but it's supposed to represent me. Love the eyes in the back of the head. Kind of looking forward onto the next book, you know? Just because it's the end of this one doesn't mean I'm not drawing no more. Yeah, I want to get this as like a print or something. I think this is so clean. It's a great last page. Shout out past Lior. Got some more oh, we do have one in here. I knew I had one. This drawing from another book. This is from clothes I got. This one has an @ on it, so shout him out. Jeremy Hara Art. Anytime you got a monkey in a suit, I'm there. Anytime you got a monkey with a gun, I'm there. Both combined. Come on now. No, I gotta get one. All right. That is sketchbook number 5 or 6. Ideally, I'm going to keep doing these. You know, I got all these full ones just laying around, so my favorite thing to do is show these off. It took, 6 months? 5 months? 5 months to fill this one. It's not a great time. Try to get 3 a year. Yo. Thank you guys for watching. I have a website, lior.com, with lots of art, lots of stickers. All of these are probably up there. Instagram @goldmouth_Lior, Goldmouth with an F, you heard? That's it. Thank you.